What's up, friends? Welcome to my channel, Collecting is Fun, where I show you that collecting is fun. And in this video, I'm going to be reviewing something that I never thought I would be doing. Well, I didn't think about it, but I went into Target and I saw this guy. And I'm not much of a Star Wars collector. Like I said, I don't collect that many Star Wars figures. You know, they're the typical traditional ones that we know and like Luke, Leia, Darth Vader, and Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, stuff, so forth, right? So that's cool and all, but I don't know too much about the extended universe. And this comes from the gaming universe. As you can see, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. And this guy is Dagan Gera. Now, of course, I had to do some research on this guy. But when I saw him, I was like, yo, this is nice. I like how he looks. This is a really cool look. And the Star Wars Black Series has actually stepped their game up some. And they had to. Obviously, they had to. So I saw that he had a missing arm. I was like, oh, I've never seen that. They actually purposely made a figure with the missing arm. That's cool. And then he's got dual lightsabers. You can just plug that in, which we'll explore that as well. But I had to research this guy and try to find out who this guy is and what he was about. And he has quite a interesting story, man. Really interesting story. And some folks like it. Some folks don't like the fact that he has such a short story, because he really is an interesting character, and more can be done with this guy. Really, it could be. Who knows? Who knows what may happen? They might bring him back in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Maybe he'll show up in, I don't know, a live-action Disney Star Wars project. Who knows, right? But let's just talk about this guy for a minute. So this guy right here is a former Jedi Knight, Dagan Gera, emerged from a Bacta tank, imprisoned, motivated by betrayal, blaming the Jedi Order for the destruction that befell his greatest discovery, the hidden planet Tunnelor. Now, what happened was this guy did discover a place, and he thought that this place could be a nice utopia, a nice temple to train other Jedi and so forth and so on, right? It was going to be a nice place, secluded. It wasn't something that you can easily find. It could be a hiding spot, so forth, right? And it was a good idea, a great idea. The Jedi was like, cool, yeah, we can definitely use that. However, there was some beings that found the place, and they were going to attack it. Well, they were attacking it. And, you know, the Jedi that were there, the folks that were living there, what have you, they were able to, do the best that they possibly could, but defeat was imminent. They were about to die. And so Dagan was an arrogant dude. He always was arrogant. Now, he was also very powerful, too. He was able to use telekinesis. He was able to manipulate the minds of his opponents and make them see other things that they never saw. Actually, at one point in time, he actually, later on in his story, made somebody believe that he actually had an arm. Like, okay, dude. Like, dude was, like, he has some self-esteem issues or whatever. Arrogant. He's got a, what's that word I'm looking for? Not shallow enough, but it's, anyway, he's got insecurities. That's what it is. He's got insecurities, as we can see. So making somebody believe that they're seeing an arm, even though we know you don't have that arm. Like, what are you doing, guy? All right. Also, this guy is a Arcanian offshoot. Offshoot is another word for, seeing that we're dealing with figures, is kind of apropos, a knockoff. Arcanians are a race of people, but the scientists in that Arcanian species, they do what scientists do. And, Star Wars is filled with clones, right? Folks getting clones. Clones are also replicas, not bootlegs, but they're replicas, right? So they use the word offshoot, which pretty much he could be a knockoff or a replica of an actual Arcanian. So they bioengineered this guy. He is an Arcanian offshoot. Crazy. I don't know. It's sci-fi, right? Whatever, right? And it's in Star Wars. It's up out in space. It's crazy. But anyway, this guy is very powerful, and he was arrogant. And then he basically told the Jedi Order, it's like, no, we need to fight. He's trying to petition to them. We need to fight. We can save this place. We need to fight. And the Jedi Order is like, yo, we don't need to be doing that, because more people are going to die than you think. We need to just go and cut our losses and get out of here. But he tried to do his own thing, and he ended up getting his arm cut off by another Jedi because he was too busy trying to fight against the Jedi Order and just basically send everybody to their death. So she had to do something. Well, he was supposed to be put inside that Bacta tank, and that Bacta tank is for healing. Well, while he was in the tank, it was only supposed to be in there for like a few weeks or so, what have you, while he was incarcerated, they got attacked again at a different place. And he got left behind. He just left in the tank. Well, he got rescued, so to speak, by another guy called what? Cal something. Cactus, Sectus, something of that nature. He was found by him, Cal Kestis, that's it. He was found by this guy, and of course Cal was trying to enlist him to, hey, you know, they were hunting us, you know, things are different now, you know, we need you, right? And he was still hell-bent on what the Jedi Order did. He was still filled with his arrogance, filled with his pride, and he decided to just fight against Cal Kestis. But Cal Kestis ended up besting him, and that was it. That was the end of Dagan Gera. I mean, there's some other stuff in between, but those are the highlights, man. He came back with the arrogance. He was still powerful. He actually made Cal believe that he had that arm. But we already knew that. Cal already saw he didn't have an arm. So why'd you do that? So it just, oh my gosh, man. So people are wanting this guy to have more of a story because of how interesting he is, how intricate he is. To have a guy with no arm still fighting, possibly on the good side, he's on the dark side, but he can possibly come back. Maybe he can be, you know, it's kind of cool. But anyway, that's some good story there. Take a look at it. Go on YouTube, play the game if you want to, or just watch nothing but the cutscenes. I think I might do that. And we're going to go ahead and cut this guy out the box. Typical Black Series box. Nice artwork. Nothing I would be keeping. 27 gaming grade Star Wars Jedi Survivor. And all right, let's go ahead and get him out of here. All right, so he is out of the packaging, and guy looks pretty good. He looks pretty good, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what else he's got going on. Now, as you can see, he has these lightsabers. One has a shorter handle, but the blades are the same size or length. Let's get a little close up here. All right, let's back up a bit because you know how you like to hold on to the... See, can we get that in focus? Can we? All right, so this, of course, fits right into here. One thing I did not though, which I found out when I was taking this out because they had 2 extra pieces of tape on here. You can actually take the lightsaber out. I did not know you can do this. And look, I'm new to this, okay? So if you knew this already, you know, well, you just looking at newbie, but I did not know you can do that. So he can walk around without the lightsaber in there. That's cool. Is there a holster somewhere? And then, I mean, when you do that, I mean, it's like you got to put this somewhere else, though. I'm glad this is not flimsy. Thank you. But you can put that back in. And then this is the one where he can just plug it in. Now, of course, you have to match it up with the shape. Yank. What? Are we twisting? What are we doing? Okay. There we go. All right, so there you go. Wielding a dual lightsaber. That's cool. Trying to make sure it's not that even, is it? Look at this. What is this? Can we take this off? We can. Is that better? No, the hilt is kind of... Okay. All right. Hold on now. I'm trying to get this thing to be... Because it looks like almost like a Count Dooku fencing one, but it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be straight. But it's Hasbro. You got to be careful. Got to be careful that you don't do too much. All right. I think that's about as straight as it's going to get unless I do something ridiculous with it. And see, now I just messed that up because look at how bent that is. But it is part of the review. You can just kind of just bend this a little bit. And it's okay. But there you have it. There's his dual lightsaber. You just got to make sure you put pressure on the right spot before you break something else. All right, let's go ahead and take that out because, all right, a little twist to do you. And now let's get to the main event. The man, Dagan Gera, cocky bastard. All right, so let's take a look at this guy. Let's look at his face first. Let's get it. Let's get a good look at this man's face. Yeah, porcelain, white face. Reminds me of those beings from Alien Prometheus. So can't do too much with his head because this is in the way. Is that disappointing to you? Is that a deal breaker? I don't know. Because as he's turning his head, you see that? So it's almost like he has an arrogant, cocky look to him, like he's looking down. But, I mean, he's not that tall, so he's going to need that help. All right, so, okay, that works. That can, all right, he's got a little articulation in his hip there, a little torso. No crunch, right? No crunch. All right, so that's what we're dealing with. Interesting. All right, but he can't turn his head because that hair. See that? And then he's got this hoodie here. So let's take a look at this. We got nice little hair clip. A tie. This looks nice. This is a classy look, man. Regardless of who he was and his attitude, this is a classy look. Got the nice little hood. I wish, you know, if they keep on with this character, if other companies make this, they're going to make this soft goods. Like Hot Toys or whomever, Mafex. This is going to be soft goods. And it would do this figure really nice to be soft goods. For all of this to be soft goods, because this is not soft. This is plastic here. Of course, this is plastic there. But, oh, they even put detail there, man. Ooh, that's nice, man. That's nice. I like the detail of this. Even if you don't know anything about this guy, he looks really cool. And in your world, you can probably redeem him. Maybe he's not that cocky dude. He's too much. I mean, he's got too much power, too much potential just to be some arrogant guy that dies. Like, learn. We can learn. Shoot, man. You can train somebody else. You have like, man, I was that cocky dude, and I went into exile. I exiled myself, and then I came back better than ever. That could be it. All right, so he's got that one arm that does go up. I don't see any paint chips or anything. Got that double jointed elbow. That's nice. It's amazing. We got an absolute knockoff character. Like, the figure's not a knockoff. The character is. They call him a offshoot, Arcanian offshoot. Not a bootleg, but an offshoot or a knockoff. Now, that's a good clean lift of his leg. Okay, that's a good clean split. It's a split. It's not all the way, but it's a split. I can dig that. So, all right, I can. All right, what is this? Yeah, it's not as pliable as you think, but it looks like it is. It feels like it's almost about to give in, but it doesn't. It's straight solid. But that's a nice pant leg. I like the color. I like the bagginess of it. Let's go ahead and bend his knee. That's a weird one. All right, whatever. And there you have it. There's that solid knee. That's an interesting one. Interesting. Let's get a little closer look on that. All right, look at his boots. He does have left and right foot. Very important. The holes here can only fit certain stands. Definitely not a McFarlane one because Hasbro don't give you stands for real. And that's annoying. But that's a nice bit of flexibility he has there. Turn that thing over. He can now sit. Maybe he could sit. Maybe you can use his telekinesis and he can possibly get up and do a... It's weird. Because he doesn't bend, his legs don't bend that far, so this is weird. You can't do that. So that's, there you go. Maybe you can do it like this. And he just kind of just waiting. Like, I've been waiting for you, young Padawan. I've been waiting for you. That can work. The arrogant dude, he can probably sit like this in the air, using his telekinesis and whatnots. But I like that, though. I like this. And then you got the little swivel here inside here. That works nicely. Yeah. And you got the nice splits. Why not be flexible? Why not be flexible? With looking like this, it seems like you would have a lot of skill. Not just with your force powers. It look like you have some type of flexibility. And see, of course, we can pivot. So he's got the knife. And that is the head. The head is a downer because of this hair. But the hair suits him. It needs to be long and luxurious. I don't think he would look good with the fade. Ah, man. Dude, is that it? I think that's it, man. But he has nice boots. The sculpting and detail on this is great. Now, of course, we got to look and see where his arm is. First off, let's look at his belt. All right, so we're looking at his belt. Got the pouch right here. It doesn't have anywhere at all to hold a lightsaber. I thought maybe they would have something in the pack or something, right? I don't know. That's interesting. They put that back there even though they didn't really need to do this. Why did they put that back there? Can you take this off? No. It's, wait a minute. What's this? It's like almost like it's separated right here. Almost like you can take it off. But why would you? You would not. You would leave it alone. And it's all tucked in there. See, you can't do anything with this. It's just all part of it. Nothing moves. It's just, you kind of see like there's a rotator cuff in there, but there's nothing to move. What is this? See, right when I say it's nothing to move, there's something to move. What is that? Okay, that looks wrong on a certain level. It looks wrong. It's like they said, hey, we still got to put the cuff in there. We're just going to tuck it in. I don't know. Why would you have that out? Would you ever do something like that? Pull it out? For what? Yeah. All right, but that's cool. It's this head, man. His head doesn't move. And if you can see on the camera, he has these lines on his neck. That's part of his design, too. Right on his chin, he has some type of lines. You can closely see that right there. And you see he's got some red lips or pink lips, what have you. But this is a cool looking figure. All right, let's see if I can get him in some type of dynamic pose with the double-edged lightsaber. I'll be right back. All right, and there he is in a dynamic pose with the double-edged lightsaber with one arm. Man, this is a cool looking figure, man. Really cool. I mean, he doesn't have a whole lot to him, but his look, though, his look is striking. That's a striking character, striking figure. The cream color with the kind of burnt dark green there with the kind of almost metallic highlights there around his hoodie and around his cape or cloak or whatever you want to call this thing that they wear. That's a cool look, man. I think I would wear something like this, man. This is nice. Very sleek, very stylish, and a nice double-edged lightsaber showing that he can do a whole lot. I mean, he has too much talent to be wasted just to kill him off like that. I hope they do more with this guy. I hope he gets redeemed somehow and be on the good side and show up on some type of Disney Star Wars something. Will they ever merge the game lore into the movie or into the show? I doubt it, because you know their formula. Disney Star Wars, their formula is, if you don't know anything about Star Wars and you are a director, you are the perfect candidate to direct their project. That's it. That's literally what they do. They say, hey, do you know about Star Wars? No. Perfect. Write up a story. And that's what we got. That's why we got the garbage that we got. Acolyte and other stuff that just didn't seem like Star Wars. That's what it is. So hopefully Because these games, man, some of these games have the best stories, man. The cutscenes and all that, it's like watching a movie, watching a show right then and there, and you're invested. So, I there's a lot of us that can write a better story and have been talking about this for years. But hopefully they'll do something better. Hopefully we get some more good stuff versus just the whole. I'm not even gonna say the typical words that people say, but the foolishness. I'll just leave it with mine. The typical foolishness that we've been seeing that just is messing up all the different stories and characters that we know and love. But those folks are not even here no more, for real. Like, they're not doing anything else with Obi-Wan, for real. With what's his man's name? Ewan McGregor. Hayden Christensen, he came back for that one show, the Obi-Wan show. It was okay. But then you've got Ahsoka Tano. And you've got what? The Skeleton Crew, which is actually pretty good. I need to finish up on that. After I finish my last episode of Squid Game, then I'll start, watching the Skeleton Crew again. But I think that's it, man. This is really cool. Let me bring out somebody else just because. Why not? I don't have that many Star Wars figures out. And here is. Oh, shoot. Hera? That's her name? Don't judge me. And then. I'm not going to bring out Ahsoka. Yeah, she's just going to stay over there. I'm not going to do it. We'll just bring this girl out. And she's like. Yeah, because she don't trust him. She don't trust this guy. He's like, I don't know what he's going to do. He's a renegade. I don't know. He's all about trying to get rid of the Jedi. She's not Jedi, so maybe he doesn't have any issues with her. Maybe she can help him understand that he doesn't need to have any kind of qualms with the Jedi right now. Things are different. Maybe she can help him out. That's all I got right now. Maybe she can talk some sense into him. Hold on, let me turn her head a little bit. Even she can turn her head a little bit. Maybe she can talk some sense into him because he's dangerous. He's dangerous. But of course, too dangerous because there's nothing she can do other than talk. So maybe he's sweet on her and they can have a little relationship or something. I'm just writing a story. That's what you got to do with your figures. You got to have fun with this stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I'm happy I have him. He's a different character. He's a great way to diversify my collection. Maybe he can do the same for yours, seeing that he is a gamer or gaming character versus the movie and other stuff. And who knows, maybe they can bring some more comic book characters in because I have no idea where all these characters came from. But like I said, that's it. I hope you have a great day, night, whatever it is, whenever time you're watching this. I hope you have fun collecting. I hope you're able to get everything that you want. There's some good stuff coming out. As a matter of fact, I've got my Page Puncher Superman 78 coming from Big Bad Toy Store. So whenever that hits, I'm going to bring my Christopher Reeves back out and we're going to have a read party. It's going to be cool. But anyway, have fun collecting, folks, because collecting is fun. I'm out.